All right. Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Quadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. The Shalom. It's the brothers from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh with another lesson. And today we're going to go into Sirach 2. And we were just talking before we cut the camera on how great judgment is going out. And it's just going to intensify as we get closer to the end, man. And as believers, Sirach 2 is very significant for us because it tells us, man, no matter what we go through, no matter what's happening, man, we have to cleave unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. You see? And we have, like it tells you in Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. And we have the examples of our forefathers cleaving unto Yahweh Bashim Yahweh in times of peril and the Most High coming through every time, man. You see? So because it's about to get very crazy out here for the true believers, man. Huh? Yeah. It's about to get crazy. And like we're gonna be put in situations that we couldn't even imagine being put in. We know it's coming, but the magnitude and the gravity of it, man, it's gonna be a different thing when we in it. So we go through these scriptures to keep us rooted and grounded, so we can be stable, as it tells us in Isaiah 33:6, man. Because it's about to go down. It's about to go down. So who got Sirach 2? You got it.
Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
So when you come to serve the Lord, man, you must know and understand that temptation is going to come with it. No matter, hey, in many forms it comes, man. And no matter what, you can't let it shake your faith. You can't let it move you. You have to continue on in that faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua no matter what, man. And like the elders always say, man, you have to be a little bit crazy to serve the Lord, man. You see, to keep fighting the way we do, man. It has to be something wrong in our heads, man. You see, in a good way, not in a bad way, but hey, you have to take it. You have to take it there, man, to the point to where you have to be willing to die serving the Lord, man. I mean, and ain't too many people in the world that would do that, you know.
Right.
So you have to cleave unto the Lord no matter what, man, because it's gonna be crazy situations we'll put in FEMA camps, guillotines, angry mobs afterwards, man. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy out here, man. So we have to cleave unto the Lord no matter what, and know that He's our what, our shield and our defense, man. That's right. You got some girl?
Yeah, I got Matthew 24, verse 13, and it's Yahweh Shai speaking. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Which, like the brother said, we got to endure to the end. Where some of us, not all of us, but there's a few that will be sacrificed. And they were created to endure that, just like the rest of the elect were created to endure into the end.
Mm-hmm. What you got, you call?
Not one right now.
I got one. This is Psalm 27 and 14. It says, wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart.
And that's what it has to be, man. Like, because it tells us, I can't remember what it's written, but it says what? Perfect love, it gets rid of fear. So when we going through these trials, man, it's not, we're not going in with a fearful heart because we put our trust in the Lord, man. You see? It causes us to be courageous, and it says what? He will strengthen our minds. That's where our strength comes from, man. It comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah strengthening us and putting that spirit upon us for us to endure. You see? That's what it is. You can't go like, as it tells us in Sirach too, woe to the faint-hearted, man. Because if you're faint-hearted, it tells us that what? You don't have no faith. You don't believe. So can't nothing be done for you, man. The Most High is dealing with those who have the faith. That's what it's all about. Without faith, it is impossible to please Him.
You can't have no doubt in you. Like when you pray, you can't have no doubt in those prayers. You gotta believe 100% that those prayers is gonna come true.
Like it tells us what? Let us come boldly before the throne of glory. We have to go boldly before Yahweh Shem Yahushua and everything, man. You see?
Right.
Yes,
You just I'll finish it off. I'll read it because wait on Yahweh, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh.
Wait upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He got us, man. He not taking us through this journey for no reason. He's doing this to build us up. So when it comes to the ultimate trial of our faith, we'll be able to withstand in that day, man. You see? Because everyone's faith is going to be tested. Everyone's, man. That was it?
Huh.
What you got?
I got Isaiah chapter 41.
Mm-hmm.
You see verse 10.
It's start at 8.
I was gonna start at 8. All right. So Isaiah 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Thou whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, Thou art my servant, I have chosen thee, and not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness.
It's the Most High line when he tells us this over and over and over again all throughout the scriptures, man. Don't fear. Just have faith. Don't fear. I'm with you. You see? The Most High is with us, man. He's giving us of his Holy Spirit, and he's allowing us to believe in Yahweh Shah. He's allowing us to have his truth, his wisdom, knowledge, understanding. That shows that the Most High is with us, man. You see? How much more when those trials of our faith come, man?
And he gives us those signs constantly, you know. Like we'll be seeing the 144, we'll be seeing the chariots, you know.
And have you look in that direction as soon as it show up. He'll be like, look here, and you turn your head and 144 right here in your face, a 444 right here, a 555.
Just enough. He give us just enough because every time people like, man, I ain't seen a chariot in a while.
Yep.
And then you go and pray or whatever, and there it is.
Or you be in traffic and you see 144, and as soon as you see it, the bus come by, and you like, damn. If I ain't looked at in that instant, I would have never. That's all the Lord, man. These small signs He gives us to strengthen our faith, man. And if He does it with these small signs, how much more when the miracles start to be working? Come on, man. It's all, man. It's about to go down, bro. You got some more?
There's one more. Isaiah 41, verse 11. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
And that's the Most High telling us, man. Our enemies, these people who are coming up against us for speaking for righteousness' sake, they're about to lose, man.
He even gave us a sign with Juanito.
You know? Yeah, that nigga weak. They about to lose, man. All of the enemies of the men of the Lord are about to lose, man. The Most High is about to put an end to wickedness. You see, He's going to defend those who are standing up for righteousness, man. So we don't have to, hey, like King David said, man, I will have no fear of what the flesh can do unto me, man. I have no fear of what man can do unto me, because at the end of the day, we're doing what's right. We're doing what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is telling us to do, man. You see? We're moving in the spirit as the Most High told us to move. You see?
It kind of goes in 41. I'm going to jump down to 14. So Isaiah 41, verse 14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Yep.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shalt make the hills as chaff.
There it is, man. The Most High reassuring us right there, man. He's going to help us. So that's why we can't depart away. If you depart away from the Lord and think you're going to do it on your own, man, that shows that you lack faith, man. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of guys out here who are trying to do this carnally, man. Taking up the gun and this, that, and the other. All that bullshit. That's not going to be the way. You see, that's why we so adamant on just preaching the doctrine, man, because it's not about the vain glory. It's not about the fucking putting on the show. It's all about what? Getting the minds of the elect ready for these trials of faith that we're about to go through, man. You see? Great trials of faith are coming. And the Most High's promised that He will help us out through it all, man. You either believe it or you don't. And if you don't believe it, ain't no help coming for you.
Thank you,
God, I got 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. It says, know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Jumping down to verse 10, and that perilous times goes into kalepos, which is hard to do, take, approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, a harsh, fierce, savage.
Savage times are coming, man. To where we're going to be seeing judgment all around us, like it tells us in Psalm 91. 1,000 shall follow that side, 10,000 on that left hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. It's going to be death all over the place, man, because judgment is about to be poured out. You see?
So jumping down to verse 10, it reads, but thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which come unto me at Antioch and Jeconium, at Lystra, what persecutions I endured, but out of them all the Lord delivered me. Yeah, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahushai shall suffer persecution.
And that's what it is, man. That's what you have to understand. When we're going through these things, don't, because Satan gonna come and try to magnify it and make it bigger than what it really is. He's gonna try to take your mind and make you believe that, well, you're going through this because you've been destroyed for being wicked. No, man. We're going through this because what? We worship Yahushua, and if we call ourselves Yahushua's servants, we're gonna be tried and tested.
One more Baba Shashan.
Okay.
This is 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
So when we going through shit, we can't. Why this happening? Why we going through this? Why am I in this female? Man, we in this because what? We having our faith tested, man. You see, that's what it is. That's what it's all about. It's all about faith. And these guys who are mocking us for being faith-based Israelites, motherfucker, that's how we're gonna be saved. You see? That's what it's all about, faith, man. What's up?
Like the book of Acts. You know, the apostles, they went to jail, and there was men that were converted by the things that took place around the apostles when they were in jail.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if we end up in that position, it ain't in vain. You know, it ain't just because we're living a wicked life, we're selling drugs, we're killers and all that shit. Our murder, it's because we're suffering for righteousness' sake.
That's right. And like Yahushua said, blessed are they who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, because theirs the kingdom of heaven, man. Mm-hmm. So that's the mindset you got to take into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all holding over there when we get back in Surah too.
I get this little piece of this article saying that they passed that debt ceiling, which they lifted the debt ceiling, but it has a lot of major cuts like we've been going into. That death is about to be on a high level all the way around us. This is going to actually help start that second Ezra 15, which, you know, it's going to be a violent time. It says in the bill that they just passed, or it's not fully passed, but they're planning on passing it. Their agreement would impose up to 1.3 trillion in state programs cuts. So they're going to take money away from people, military, government employees, Social Security, Medicaid, welfare, all these people that are depending on these things. It's going to get cut off. It says, leading to an array of problems like crowded classrooms, deteriorating water facilities, less affordable childcare, and millions of people losing access to house, substance use treatments, and food. And myself, yesterday I was on the road and I was asking people when I was stopping getting gas if they were hiring, or I go to the store, you know, and doing a job or whatever, and all of them said we're firing people, we're laying people off. So that's what, you know, that's going to lead to these things where people are not accessing food,
like sedition and all that,
right?
Going against the neighbors,
right? And Esau, you know, the Lord gave Esau this power to take peace from the earth. You know,
that's his crafty counsel by design.
Yeah.
It's funny that you're going into that. and how we going into this right now. But this morning when I was waking up, the one of the first videos that came into my news feed was from G. Edward Griffin, man, and he was talking about how this government system, man, basically has mastered warfare, man, and how we're in, you know, the things he does, you know, not just with the guns and weaponry, but with television and everything else, how he has mastered that warfare to attack and put stress on the people, man.
You know? And all these things are about to pop off, and at the end of the day, is we don't have to worry about it. When all those subsidies and benefits are cut from these people, they're gonna lose it, man. And that's gonna entice them to do what? To take that MOTB to get some type of comfort back. Because that's what's coming, because they don't have no trust in the Lord. You see?
Right.
Oh, when these single mothers, they have no fucking where to turn, they food stamps are cut off, the WIC, the whatever, they're gonna run right to Esau and get that motherfucking chip so they can continue on to get those benefits, man. That's what it's coming down to. But at the end of the day, believers of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah don't have to worry about none of that, man, because what? The Most High is going to take care of us. Let me grab this real quick. This is Psalms 37 and 25. I have been young and now I'm old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And that's King David, man. So we don't have to worry about food being cut off or being cast out of our homes. We already know that if those situations do come, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to take care of us, man. You see?
If I could get a step up,
You got
Matthew 6, verse 33. But seek ye first, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, but seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. So go ahead, brother.
I got
No,
one.
you got
Pretty much our strive is to be the best we could be as servants to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, feeding the sheep today, which is gonna, build up that wealth in heaven for tomorrow. So that's what we're doing now. We're building up treasure up in heaven so that the Lord will hopefully have mercy upon us. Though we are saved by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai through his sacrifice. The Lord said our faith is dead without works. So this is the work he gave us to be plowmen and seedmen and water and harvest and doing this work. You call God.
Luke chapter 8, verse 13. They on the rock are they which when they hear receive the word with joy, and these have no root, which for a while believe, and in time of temptation fall away. 14. And that which fell among thorns are they which when they have heard go forth and are choked with cares and riches and pleasures of this life and bring no fruit to perfection.
Which that's the parable of the seeds, of the seeds being spread out, this truth into the hearts of men. And some men, they might have it only for a moment and then fall away. Like the brother said, really when the hour of temptation comes, that temptation is going to cause a lot of men to lose faith that they are not sealed. The elect are sealed, though. It says that in Revelation 7 that the elect are sealed. And we're sealed by what? The Holy Spirit.
So let's get back into that Sirach 2. Let's read a few more verses on that.
This is Sirach 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Because that's what it's all about, man. Continuing on in his faith. Like Yahweh shall say, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And we get the vision of that in 2nd Ezra chapter 2. Of those who stood stiffly for the name of the Lord, they received what? Crowns from the Lord's hand, man. If we continue on in this journey, keep the faith through it all, man, it won't be in vain. We're going to be rewarded for what? Our faith, our faithfulness, man, as it is written.
Joint heirs with Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
So whatever we go through, man, you have to just soak that shit up and endure. You see, because what you gonna do? You gonna cast away your faith and go back into the world and be a nigga, and you already know what's gonna happen. That death is coming. That's certain death. Shit,
Taking your hand off the plow is a death wish.
Yeah, bro. It's certain. You leave the truth. It's certain death. When you like, even in the truth, you don't know if you're gonna be one of those guys that have to have or be beheaded or you know. But if you leave this truth, you definitely know you are going to die. You see? So you have to continue on, man. Endure. The Most High is going to strengthen us to get through this, man. He's told us over and over again. You see? Like the scriptures tells us, the Most High will never give us more than we can handle, man. He's not unrighteous to do that, man. Whatever we're going through, you have to understand that, hey, I'm going through this because the Most High knows I can endure it. Point blank, period. Because if I couldn't, I wouldn't be going through it.
Yeah.
What's up?
Kind of precept. This is the book of not Romans, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. Mm-hmm. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him. Mm-hmm. But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
There it is. Because you draw back, certain destruction, man. Because even if you have to pass from the flesh and the truth, you already know that your crown is guaranteed. You see? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will do what? Give thee a crown of life. That's what Yahweh Shah said, man. So you have to just push forth and soldier on, man. That's what you got to do.
Verse Sirach 2 and 6. Mm-hmm. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in him.
Believe in him, and he will help thee, man. These words are not written for no reason. You see? Let me grab that real quick. Because at the end of the day, this is written for us coming back into the understanding so we can know these things, man. And look back at what the Most High did for our forefathers in times past. Look, man, we're tied to the Most High, man, in a special way. And no other nation has that besides us, man. This is Romans 15:4 says what? For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So these things are written for us to do what? For our faith to be fortified, man, to be made firm. You see, so we can move in confidence in Yahweh Shem Shah. That's what it's all about. That's what the Most High wants, man. How do you think our forefathers were being delivered in these crazy ass situations they was put in? Being delivered out of the fire furnace. The furnace is so damn hot that the guys that was throwing us into the furnace was getting burned the fuck up, and that was happening to us. You see, then they look into the furnace and who in there? Yahweh Shai's in there with us, man. You see? They ain't one of the lions then. The Most High did that, man. Even the account of the 7 brothers and their mother, for them to have that type of courage to stand in boldness while their brothers were being tormented in front of them, that's the spirit of the Lord that gave them the strength to endure that, man. You see? And not to back down, but stand in faith through it all, man. That's what Yahweh Shem Shah is going to do for us here in these last times, man. Best believe it. You see? You hold it?
Yeah, I got one. Psalms 119, verse 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way by taking heed thereto according to thy word. I got one more on here. It says in verse 13, with my lips have I declared all the judgments of thy mouth. You know, and that's what this is. That's why we're prophets, and these are prophecies. Cleave unto the sure word of prophecy and prepare your soul. You know? You got something to go?
Yeah. In the Hebrew chapter 13, verse 8.
Are you reading in the King James Version?
Yeah, right. King James, right here. I'm trying to get out of this thing right now. Get that scripture. This is Hebrew 13, verse 8. Yahshua HaMashiach the same yesterday and today. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Hebrews 13, chapter 13, verse was that the right one?
Verse 8.
Oh, I guess that was right. No, I got the wrong one. Sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
It's all good. It's all good.
We'll come back. Really.
Mhm.
You know,
I got a quick one.
Good.
This is First Peter chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. It says, "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, through now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trials of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach, whom having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye see him not, yet believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls."
because at the end of the day, man, it's all about what? If we're about to be made co-heirs with Yahweh Shai and his kingdom, we have to be tried to see if we're worthy to partake in that, man. Because that is what we're about to inherit is not something small, man. It's not something light. You see, it ain't like fucking somebody hand you the keys to a car or some shit. We talking about rulership over everything, man. And Yahweh Shai wants to see if we truly believe. And that's why we're gonna go through these crazy ass situations where our faith is gonna be tried to the utmost, man. You see? Because at the end of the day, when we finally come up out of it, our faith is gonna be perfected to where it ain't gonna be nothing nobody can say to even have our faith to waver. That's the point we're getting to, man. You see?
Yeah.
But it's all about what? Having it tried, being tested. And this is why we go into the topics we go into, because we're getting the minds of the elect ready to endure these things, man. We ain't like these other camps out here telling you ain't no tribulation coming. We're just gonna be chilling. Yahweh Shai gonna show up. We're gonna go. Hell nah. We about to fucking go through it, man. A gauntlet of a goddamn temptation we're about to go through, man. You see, to see if we're really faithful in the Lord Yahweh Shai. We are going to be tested. It's going to be hard. But you got to keep that faith in the Lord no matter what, man.
Hey, can I make a recommendation too? Brothers, watch that with Nicolas Cage where he's not a ghostwriter. The first
Yeah.
one. They actually show he's an elect is what he is, and they actually show him reading the Bible about the so-called fallen angels, and he actually learns how to summon that fire, which it's actually dealing with the Holy Spirit when you watch that part. And he says, "How do I control this fire?" Because when he first gets it, he don't know how to control it. And I've seen this movie many times, but it's just by the Spirit, bro. He says, "The way I control the fire is by contacting the Spirit that is within me, which our power is a consuming fire."
Call Allah Yahweh Shai. I'm about to watch that. It's all.
I got
What you got?
Mark 5:36. Says, as soon as Yahweh Shai heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. And that's straight to the point. You know, be not afraid, only believe. It's gonna be crazy, like the Ox said, man. It's gonna be people dying all around us. They're gonna try to intimidate us with these fucking troops, kicking the doors in, threatening us with prison time, life sentences, and all this type of shit. The Lord Himself said, "Be not afraid, only believe." So we just gotta believe on that, man.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, you got to know and understand, as it's written, everything we see around us is temporary, man. This shit is just, but this is a real life fucking simulation we're going through. This is not reality. You see, this is what we got to endure till the Lord Yahweh Shai comes, and that's when the true reality is going to kick in, man. You see, everything we're going through right now is temporary, temporal. You see, everything that we're about to inherit with Yahweh Shai is going to be immortal, man. You see, and you got to keep the faith in that, and that allow you to look above this shit, man. To look beyond this shit. They come, oh, we're gonna give you 100 years, nigga. America ain't gonna be 100 years. Do what you got to do. Fucking 100 years, we're gonna be in the kingdom. You see?
That's right.
You're gonna cut your head off. Well, nigga, do what you got to do. I got a new body coming.
Send me home, man.
I'm trying to, hey, sure, send me back to the Lord, nigga. I'm tired of y'all niggas anyway. Let go. Fuck you, niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what comforts us, man. They don't have a hold on us like they do these people out here. they go grab these neighbors up over here. We're gonna cut your head off. Oh, what you want me to do? I take the chip. That's what they gonna do. We go, man, fuck you and your chip. You see, your shit about to be burned up. You see, nuclear missiles is coming to this place. The Lord Yahweh shall return to take you down. So we got a different type of hope in us, man. You see, a lively hope these people don't have.
Hey, I was going to bring something up real quick. I don't know if you brothers heard about it, but the Lil Duval situation.
Oh
Oh
man,
yeah.
That's a prime example. That B-list comedian Lil Duval talking about all y'all gonna take the chip because
no nigga, your ass gonna take the chip.
Right?
I seen that shit. That nigga stupid, man.
yeah.
Fuck your jobs. Fuck this shit, man.
And he tried to justify, well, at one point, ain't nobody had no cell phone. Now everybody got cell phones. Nigga, so so man, Jake is primed and ready to be taken, bro. And they ain't gonna fight it. They gonna, but he living his best life.
Right.
He living his best life. I ain't fall for you, nigga. All right, all right.
That made me think of that that one I told you about, Ghost Rider, because we're talking about how some of the elect are going to go to the prison, but in the Book of Acts, when the apostles went to the prison, the doors fell off, the buildings rolled around, right? Well, in that movie, there's a part where they put Nicolas Cage in prison, and he becomes the Ghost Rider, and the whole purpose of him was to put all those people to death in there, because he got the power. And there was one Jake in there, and he pointed at him, he said innocent, but on his shirt it said wicked, it was like almost pretty much wicked Harold.
Because at the end of the day, they gonna try to condemn us, but in the sight of the Most High, we justified.
Yeah.
They gonna probably try to put all these labels on us to try to, say, oh, we just the worst criminals in the world with terrorists this, with terrorists that. But at the end of the day, all we've done is stand boldly for righteousness, and we're gonna be justified in the sight of the Most High Yahweh Shah, no matter what the fuck they say.
It said a wicked jester. That's what it said. Because the two-thirds, they're the wicked jester. They're not dancing, but they were still found innocent, because all Israel through Yahweh Shai will be saved. The elect, the first fruits, and then the rest of Israel comes through them, You have something? No. Go ahead, brother.
Let's get back in. Let's try it. Yourself. We're gonna get back into Sirach.
Let's get back into
Let's get it.
Right. Sirach 2 and verse 7.
Mhm.
Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy and go not aside, lest ye fall.
There it is. It's telling you right there, man. The parting away from the Most High is you're certain to fail, man. You see, if you leave away from the Most High, you're gonna die. You're gonna fail. We cannot do nothing without Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see, and we're the only camp that pushes this type of message, man. Everybody else is out here thinking that they gonna get it because of their power, because of their strength, because they carnal, weapons or whatever it may be. That's not it, man. We have nothing, like Yahweh Shai say, he's the vine, we're the branches, we have nothing without him, man. You see? Go ahead, bro.
Verse 8. Ye that fear Yahweh, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
Come on, man. That goes into what it says in Hebrews 11 and what? 6? He that comes to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. There it is. It's reiterated right there, man. The Most High is going to reward us for standing in faith.
I got it right here.
Yep.
Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
And the Sirach is backing that up.
God. Showing you that Apocrypha
go hand in hand.
That's right.
Scripture. That's right. They go hand
in hand. It is the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Got a quick one. This is Hebrews. Matthew 7 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
It reads, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And many there be which go in thereat.
Like that nigga Lil Duval, he definitely going to the goddamn wide gate. That nigga somebody taking the chip, nigga. Hey, you know what? And you read the comments on that shit, What?
$8,500.
Bro, niggas like that. And it say that's all it's gonna take, $8,500, niggas gonna get shit. Bro, and you read that conversation, bro, that shit is madness. So niggas is ready to go in that way, man.
Ready to die.
They're ready to go in that way. And we telling you, if you going that way, certain fire, your ass is cooked.
They ain't trying to suffer. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want the kingdom.
They about to get that motherfucking fire. That's what they're gonna get.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it.
This is the harder way to go. You see?
It's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we can see a lot, as brother was talking about the comment board on that video, man. You see many that are willing to go with this beast system, man, and bow down and take that device because that gate is wide and for those that are going to be destroyed, man.
Because they want them melons and them leaks.
They lack wisdom, at the end of the day.
They want the melons
No
and the leeks and the
wisdom.
garlics and the fish.
Yep.
They used to eat freely.
With this gate, that's for the elect, man, is narrow, man, to where you have to be in order,
Get through.
Fuck that, bro. $8,500. That ain't no hell
Ain't
no.
nothing, bro.
Jake solo level, man. That shit is ridiculous. $8,500.
That's maybe what you make in 2 years
Yeah.
before taxes, bro.
God.
Maybe.
It's not even a meal, man.
No, not 85. No, 8,500.
8,000.
8,500.
Oh,
8,500. You know, 85,000 people. 8,500. Crazy.
Like,
Niggas willing to take the chips for $8,500. $8,500.
you
Hell
make
nah.
in 2 months, man.
Crazy.
Make a fight.
Ain't shit.
That's and that's why we got to say the water. How about Shimmy Shah, bro? Because look at that shit. Look at your cousins. Look at your cousins on the channel. Look at your cousins on the channel, boy. Talking about $8,500 they'll get the market of the beast, bro.
Y'all stupid, man.
Lord have mercy, man.
That's why, bro. I always thought that's why the Lord, when the Lord does these, He does it in a way to mock them. And you know how it's the size of a grain of rice, bro. It's like they're gonna sell out for rice, bro. Like for one piece of rice. You know what I
That's
mean?
fucking madness, bro. $8,500. That's all
Yeah.
it takes. Jake is a whore.
Yep.
They're
Easy.
gonna treat it like Black Friday, bro. Jake's gonna be shoving and pushing each other to get to that chip, man.
Line gonna be around the building trying to
Destroy
get them damn chicks.
bro.
Camping out.
I was about to say the
Camping
same
out.
thing. Camping out with the little tents.
Camping out the chipping station.
Gonna be all proud as hell going live. In the chipping line.
Hey,
Got my chick.
just like 2020, man. What happened with all these people that were lining up?
And that's why, look, man, that's why we on a different level, man. You see? Through the spirit of party, how about Shemel Shaw? We on a different level than these people. These motherfuckers are marching on in that fucking Broad Gate, ready to be the fucking destroyed, man. And the Most High has us going in a different way. Even though it's hard, we have our ups and downs in the truth, but we are blessed to go through what we go through to serve Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. Because we could be out there on the fucking comment board. I don't even need 8,500 shots. I take 5,000. We could be out there with these niggas, man. Preparing to get the fucking chip to continue on in the kingdom that's gonna be destroyed anyway.
They were doing the same exact thing with the in 2020, man.
Good
Giving
Lord.
raffle tickets out, this and that.
Oh, because they were getting the fucking juice.
Yeah. That's why I said 2020.
They were getting the juice.
Thing, man.
They go back to work, and then 2 years later, oh, we don't even need these no more. What? Call Halal how about Shmi Shah, bro?
Yeah.
The water.
What you got? Do that. He's gonna put that into the body of Jake and these heathen here, and then the Lord's gonna put it in his heart to nuke the place. Say, we didn't need it anyway.
They're gonna be tracked by the nukes. Do.
Good Lord. Call Halal how about Shmi
Because that book that spy chips go into it, man. How they're just tracking devices, man.
I got the brother. I'm gonna have one real quick.
This is real quick. Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Call hello, y'all about some y'all shot.
Boy. Yeah, these people ain't got no vision.
Because they see what they see now. This is all they had. See, the look is what.
Because most I reveal his secrets unto his servants of prophet. So now we can look past America because we know, nigga, this ain't it. It's something beyond this that's gonna be forever. And that's our key. We get your house ain't gonna make us take no chip in the kingdom to partake. You know, the mark we gonna have is the Thawah. You see? The everlasting mark, man. The mark of exemption from judgment. That's what we want, shit.
It's right here, the next verse.
Let Koyo grab this. What you got, Koyo?
This is Proverbs 24, verse 16. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. And I was thinking about this because I was kind of vexed the other day, just going through it, and I was praying to the Lord. And what came to my mind was through the Spirit. We're going through it now. We really never succeeded in this fucking place. Some brothers might have made some money or whatever, but it was never fully accepted by us or them accepting us. And the Lord did that to preserve us, to preserve our heart. And, these people that have things in this world, it's going to be a lot harder for them, like Lot's wife, to let go of these things, and that's why I really rejoice when you go into a low estate, because that's the Lord purging you so you could bear more fruit.
Yeah, I wish I said it. It is easy for a camel to go through our lead than a rich man going to the kingdom of heaven because they don't want to give nothing up. And that's why they're willing to take this fucking MOTB to keep their word, these temporary riches. Like I said, this ain't even fucking reality right now. Yeah. You see, and true reality, sons of the Most High ain't on the bottom. You see, and the real reality, we on the top ruling the earth, man. You see, so this ain't it. But you got our people, the 2/3 of our people who don't have this way of thinking because the Most High didn't give it to them, and they're willing to fucking just give themselves fully over to Esau to continue on in this temporary ass place, man. The most High is about to fucking hit the reset button on the simulation, and niggas gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, bro, the Most High about to restart it. I would make everything new, refreshed. You see? And when it's refreshed, we're on the top ruling the earth forevermore, man. With the Lord Yahweh Shah. That's what it's coming to, man. So that's why we can't depart away from this. You see? Because this is it. Not what these motherfuckers out here talking about, man. We got it. What y'all?
And if I may add, also that you have people that don't really understand that scripture of the camel passing through the eye of the needle, man. It's just a passageway back in the day in Jerusalem, the way the structures were built to get into the city, man.
Yep. And still, see a fucking camel do that shit with all that fucking equipment on his back, like, bro, that's a difficult thing. So that's easy to do than a rich man going, like, bro, because you look at the celebrities of our people, bro, they're not going to give this fucking place up. They're not giving this place up.
They're not going to give up their buffalo that they have.
They got one buffalo. Nigga, got one buffalo. He think he in the kingdom, man. And then he named his fucking little estate. He named it the Promised Land. Yeah. So how when this shit about to be burned the fuck up?
Promised Land, that to here,
Bro, they said that with the CBDC.
Bro, that shit crazy.
The bankers that came out and said that with that CBDC, that will eliminate that American prosperity because there will be no more self-made millionaires. It won't be allowed.
So what we doing right now, man, is we're in the best case scenario, bro. The Most High has put us in the position to win. All we got to do is have faith. The Most High coaching, he coaching us. Like the coach tell you, I'm a set it up to put you in a position to make the play. That's what the Most High doing. That's what the Most High doing for us. He's setting it up for us to be co-heirs with y'all. He's laying everything out. He gave us the playbook. He gave us the formula. Just have faith in it, man. It's gonna play out just like I said it's gonna play out. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe, man. Everything we're going through is for our benefit, man. You see? It's for us to come into the expected end that the Most High has for us, but we have to do what? We have to continue to move in faith, man. And depart not away.
Be steadfast in truth.
Yep.
This is Sirach 2 and verse 9.
Mhm.
Ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. So ours ain't gonna stop, you know. Our kingdom, our promise ain't gonna stop. These 2/3, what they're doing, what they're selling out for is temporal destruction
That shit just
coming
made me
upon
sick.
them.
It's just this. Oh my god.
They
You know what?
fucking wrong.
You know what? The water. The water,
The
Yahweh
water,
Shem
Yahweh
Yahushua,
Shem
'cause
Yahushua.
it ain't us. It ain't us. The water. Because that shit just made me sick, bro. That's fucking 8,500. That's a refund check.
That's
That's
an
that's
insult.
that's
That's an insult.
that's income tax money.
Yep.
That's fucking insult. You know?
Live it up for fucking a couple
Ooh,
weeks.
Good Lord.
Maybe.
Jake,
Depending how stupid they are, they might just live it for a weekend.
2/3 of you Israelites are easy hoes, man.
Uh,
Good Lord. Go ahead, bro.
Shit, that's a living room set. That's it. You go to the American Furniture Warehouse, you buy a couple couches, that's 8,500 right there, bro.
Nigga sold this over 2 couches. Good Lord.
Jake would have bought a $1.50 Chinese made shoe.
Mm.
$5,000 shoe, you know?
God. Hey man, we in the best case scenario, bro. Yeah, we go through it on our daily, have ups and downs, man. We go through our shit. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't want to be nowhere else except for serving the Lord, man. Because you see the mindset Jake in, man. Good Lord. Fucking $8,500. And if I wouldn't give you that much.
Then you get taxed on it.
Go ahead, bro.
verse 10.
Good.
Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Let's let you know right there, man. Nobody that served the Lord has ever been forsaken, you see, or cast aside.
Called his name.
Called his name in truth and sincerity. And that lets you know you have to have the name IUIC.
God.
So no one that's calling upon the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in truth and sincerity, you see, has ever been forsaken, man. It's gonna stay that way. You see? So no, we're not out here mocking the name of the Lord because we know in that name we have power, man. We have salvation, we have protection. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run up into it and be safe.
Yeah.
You see?
And then yeah, actually I'll grab it real quick. It's right here.
That's
You
crazy.
brought it up.
Can I get this one right away?
Good.
It's Jeremiah 51:5. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel.
Even though we've done more than enough to just be cast off completely, the Most High says what? He hasn't forsaken us, man. And that's proof because what? The remnant is returning. The remnant is returning to the Most High through faith in Yahweh Shai so we can establish our nation in the earth again, man. Because 2/3 of you niggas, you're going to die on this side. You see, and you're going to be brought back into the kingdom of heaven through the elect souls that are saved from this destruction that's coming. That's what? That's walking in the straight gate now, while y'all niggas are deciding to walk in the broad gate. You see, we're doing this now so our nation can be established forever in the earth, man. As the Most High's chosen people. You know?
Yeah, the 2/3 are doing for pleasure for now, instant, short-term pleasure, but we're holding out for eternal pleasures, which are at the side of our Lord.
Yo, because they fully what? They fully gone in the flesh. You see? Like I said, if you live after the flesh, you shall surely die.
And then the brother was just going in on how you got to know the name. And who knows the name? I got it right here. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach 17:10. And the elect shall praise his holy name. It was reserved unto us, man. Lord's will, we're in that number, you know.
The elect, the chosen, those who were chosen beforehand, huh?
Preordained. Sirach 2:11. For Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. So we're going to be afflicted because we know that we are going to be able to function in Esau's wicked society unless we have that. But guess what? We're going to be saved in our time of affliction according to these words. See? That's why we have a different vision. We have a different. We keep our eyes on a different prize than these 2/3 and these heathen.
Everlasting prize. Fuck this temporary shit.
Huh?
You know, take a chill to go back to work. Boy.
Verse 12. Woe be to fearful hearts and faint hands in the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
Because what? Basically, kids, keep going.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
That's what it's all about, man. Because the Most High can't do, he can't do nothing with you if you don't have faith. That's why we was wandering in the wilderness for 40 years, because of the faithlessness of the 2/3, man. And that's why they didn't go into the promised land.
That generation didn't make it.
Exactly. That they didn't go in because of what? They were faithless. It's gonna be the same thing here. The only way
Not
we
even
get
Moses.
Yup. Damn. Yup. That's all he did. He still ain't go in because what? He doubted the Lord. You see? So that's what it's all about, man. You got to have that faith. If you ain't got no faith, the Most High can't work with you. You can't be defended. Just like when Yahweh went to his hometown, he couldn't do many mighty miracles because what?
They didn't have faith.
They had no faith. You got guys like talking about ain't no miracles.
He was amazed at that. You know, he said he was astonished at their lack of faith.
You got guys ain't no chariots. Yahweh didn't no miracles. Ain't no spiritual powers. Bro, ain't shit gonna happen for y'all. You see,
he was looking at the 2/3, man. Those are the ones who lacked that faith. Yahushua was like shocked by the lack of their faith.
God damn, I'm healing people.
Dude's
Dude's got withered hands, his hand coming
out. Still don't believe.
Like, God damn. I can't do nothing with y'all. It's the same thing now, man. So you will not be defended.
Verse 13. I'm sorry, 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when Yahweh shall visit you?
Mm-hmm.
They that fear Yahweh will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him.
And that's what the remnant is doing, man. Beginning with the men of the Lord, we've been blessed to be the teachers in Israel, so we've been commanded to go what? Go forth and feed the sheep, go to the highways and byways and bid to the marriage. So that's what we do. You got guys who are dropping the plow and turning their back on the Lord. So what they gonna do when Yahweh shows up? What justifiable reason do you have for dropping the plow? Ain't no fucking excuse. Yahweh ain't want to hear that shit. He ain't want to hear nothing. Oh, my baby.
He don't care if he got married. He don't care if your daddy died. He don't care if, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. It's more important than this.
He don't want to hear that shit, bro. Yahweh, bro. Ain't gonna be no fucking excuse to give Yahweh when he come back about why you turn your back, man.
I got it.
So keep pushing. What's up?
Hebrews 11 verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Oh yeah,
that's a spirit. Because Shabbat just read that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's a spirit.
Hebrews,
so it came out twice. That's the Most High letting you know. That's the Most High letting you know.
Yeah.
He can't do nothing unless you got faith. You got to believe that he is, man. That any situation that we find ourselves in, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is able to get us the fuck up out of it. Because if he can't, who gonna do it for us? Hey man, we serve the ultimate power, man. Yep. You see? Yep. We serve the ultimate power and his only begotten son, man. They got us. You see, they got us. He ain't bring us all this way to just leave us, man.
God.
You know? I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Go ahead. This is Hebrews 2 and verse 3. It says, how shall we escape if we neglect so great salvation,
yes, sir,
which at the first began to be spoken by the Lord, Yahweh, and was confirmed unto us by them that heard him. So yeah, man, how we gonna escape this shit that's coming if we neglect the salvation the Lord has brought us to, man? We was in the world like these other people, and now look at us. We here doing the work of the Lord because he's slaving us for salvation if we continue on.
Got a whole different way of thinking. Because like I said, we just off that one example, and there's many other fucking examples we can go into, but this is just one of the main ones that this fucking everybody talking about getting this chip, bro. Like the most I can have us out there with that type of way of thinking, man. And he don't. He got us in the mindset of what? I'm willing to die to stand for my faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's why Yahweh said, pray for them. I pray not for the world.
There it is.
No.
So that's why we're being kept, because the Lord prayed for us, and the Most High is what? He's honoring that prayer. So that's why we ain't out here thinking like these niggas like, yeah, when the chip come out, hell nah. Hell nah. Fuck that.
I'm out.
Hey, go ahead. hey, oil the guillotine up. Now, let's get it. Shit. Because we already know the result of having to endure that, man. I saw them that would be headed for the word of Yahweh, for the witness of Yahweh, for the word of the Most High. They had not received the mark of the beast. You see? And they would be headed, and they ruled with Yahweh 1,000 years. The first Dominion. That's the, come on, man. It's all laid out. You just got to have faith in it, man. You know? You gotta, hey, shit. You're gonna have to take that. You have to take that ultimate leap of faith when it comes to it, man. You see? That's, and the Most High gonna honor it. Yeah, how about Shemel Shai gonna honor it, man?
Right. You call
Right away.
Yeah.
So Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So hey, we taking that leap of faith.
Read the next verse.
God.
Good.
Says verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of power, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
That's good. I just want that part. The elders obtained a good report. Through what? Through faith, man. And guess what? If we continue with faith, we're gonna have stories written about us in the kingdom, and they're gonna be reading our story, how we stood in faith for the Lord, man. And the most wickedest fucking kingdom to ever be established in the earth. These men moved in the spirit of faith through it all, and they never departed away from Yahweh Shem Shai. We're gonna have stories written about us, man. You see?
how we fought off legions of demons and shit.
Khan.
It'll be a beautiful story.
We'll be the true hero. Hey, we're gonna be living legends, man. Shit.
And that's true.
Man.
Legend on a map, you know where it has the key to understand the map? That's called a legend.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones giving them the directions on how to see the world.
She gonna be dope.
Mm-hmm.
And just going in, because you got one? You call?
Khan.
Go ahead.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're gonna go through this a lot of Jacob's trouble, but you, like it says right there,
the faithful, the shield of faith is our faith that's going to stop Esau's attacks on him. Because it says in Psalms, what was it? Psalms, that he shoots fiery arrows at us in the spirit, witchcraft and shit, but also so that we can escape those nuclear missiles.
Mm-hmm.
You can only be saved by faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
In all circumstances.
Yeah.
Right. So we're gonna get these last couple.
Let me grab this real quick. Because we're dealing, talking about how the elect, we're building up our spirit, and we're going to have that ability to endure. This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept thy word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
And if niggas had this understanding, they wouldn't be on the damn comment board talking about taking no damn MOTB. You will stand in faith that later. The Lord said He's gonna protect me from, so I'm not worrying about that shit. You see? I'm not worried about when no damn chip come. The Lord said He will keep us from the hour of temptation. That means we're gonna be fed, we're gonna have clothes, we're gonna have shelter. Provision is being made. Don't it tell you if the Most High feed the Most High feed the birds, how much more?
He read that earlier.
Con, that's the spirit.
6.
That's the spirit. See, this is what we standing on, man. So when it comes down to it, y'all niggas out there in that goddamn $8,500 chip line, we're gonna be somewhere taken care of and ready to receive salvation when Yahweh shall come, man.
And it's because we're keeping the word of His patience. We're doing the work. These other 2/3, man, they don't put no value on this truth. That's why they're vulnerable. That's why they're exposed to this.
They in that spirit. What this gonna do for me now?
God.
See,
they're in the spirit of Esau. Well, what does the
fast food spirit?
They want to have it right away. I want my money and I want it now. Huh? Like that JD by Ryder. There's that JD by Ryder.
JG Whitworth.
Oh, JG Wentworth. Yeah.
877 cash now.
I want my money and I want it now.
I have a structure, so
JG Wentworth spirit.
cash now. Call JG Whitworth. 877 cash now.
And that's how the
That's
2/3
bad,
are.
bro.
They were giving up Yahweh Shai
You said
to the
JD
Roman
by Ryder.
government. They said that. Let Caesar be our king. You know?
Hey, you know what? Nigga, y'all niggas stay over there with Caesar too then.
Yep.
God,
Niggas stay with
That's right.
Caesar. And y'all niggas, and you niggas gonna be embarrassed in the kingdom. You niggas gonna be ashamed for a long time.
reproach.
Cause that's pitiful. But we can't even be mad at it because at the end of the day,
Somebody has to play that
and
part.
I'm glad it ain't me.
Right.
Yep.
Shit.
And it's all preordained anyway, you
Yeah.
know. Whether you're taking the seed hip or whether you don't, it's all preordained. That's why back in the time when Yahweh Shai was speaking, I'm gonna read it right here real quick. But he's praying for his elect, his men that were ordained to endure. He wasn't praying for you 2/3 that are in that JG Wentworth spirit, you know. This is John 17 and 14. I have given them thy word, and the world had hated them because they are not of the world. Because that chip, that sea hip, it's a worldly device, man. That you're gonna want to hang on to this world by taking that in your arm or in your forehead, you know. Even as I am not of, but I'm sorry, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. Because if you take that sea hip, guess what? Evil, you're gonna have a bad time with that thing.
And the Most High
Lake of fire.
and the Most High is maneuvering us through this whole thing, man. And
God.
he's got us on this path, and he's allowing us to escape this shit, man.
So that also cuts that whole rapture bullshit. Because
Yes.
Yahweh Shai knows that we were gonna go through all these fiery trials, man.
And that cuts Nate talking
Yep.
about ain't no tribulation coming. Well, why you how start praying for this then?
God.
Because it's about to go down.
Yep.
Let's say we still.
There's that. Hey, 2 birds with 1 stone.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
Verse 16, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. As thou hast seen me into the world, even so I've also, as thou hast sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth.
That's what happened, man.
And that sanctified goes into being made holy, which is set apart, separated.
And even though we were alienated at one time, man, through the blood of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, guess what? We coming back, man.
Hey, we're being restored.
We being restored. We citizens of the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, man.
Hell yeah. I won't have it no other way. No other way. This thing playing out perfect. The Most High is he's
Just as it's written.
masterful in what he's doing, and I'm all for it. Even through all the bullshit, the ups and downs, even though we still up under the curses. Hey, look, man, I want to change this shit for nothing.
And bro, to know that Yahweh Shai is pulling for us,
yeah, that's
praying for us,
exactly.
you know.
And when it's all said and done, we going through this to learn a lesson. We fucked up. It's our fault. We going through this, but hey, when it's all said and done, we're gonna be taken from one of these curses. We're gonna get them crowns. We're gonna be able to them blessings, and we're gonna live in the kingdom. We're gonna live. We're gonna show these heathen what it is to really live, man. You see, but we got to go through what? We got to go through this and stay faithful.
That's why Ezra commended when he saw that vision. Said, man, those who stand stiffly for this truth.
He probably clapping this shit.
God,
he probably cheering.
Ovation.
Yeah. Good job.
You know, when you see the team and scores a touchdown, you know.
Ezra asks a lot of questions, bro. And why are we going through this? And why are we going through that? And what's this and what's that? And the most I give him the answer to, he's like, hell yeah. We win. Yeah. We win in there. Oh, yeah. We win, man.
Yep.
That's the whole vision. We win when it's all said and done. We're going to triumph over these fucking heathen, man. We're going to overcome death through faith in Yahweh Shai, but we got to keep what? The faith, man. It's all about keeping that faith. So let's
This is a Sirach. You got any?
y'all got precepts? Okay, we're gonna just
Yeah, I got
wrap it up on the Sirach.
Well, most
What you got?
This is Romans 15, verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. So build your brother up in this truth now that we're in these, we're rejoicing that it's short, the time is short. Build up the brotherhood to endure that hour of temptation.
And you do that by what? Giving them the proper doctrine, man. So you can't build upon this bullshit these other camps is teaching. You see, they give you the wrong breakdown for the MOTB. They ain't telling you the name of the Lord. They're saying all people can be saved, Edomites can make it. But you can't edify, you can't build off that.
That's all doubt and confusion what they give you.
Oh, that's that fucking untempered mortar.
Yep.
That shit ain't gonna stand the test of time when it's all said and done, man. You got it, bro.
Weak foundation.
Oh, it's
The
definitely
meaning of that word, it goes into the meaning of it. It says in the A definition, the act of one who promotes another growth. It says in Christian wisdom, which really it's in the truth.
the doctrine. Yup.
Yeah,
The doctrine.
It says, verse 3, for even Hamashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me. And you know how you were reading, he was praying for his elect at the time he was being persecuted. And that actually, even at the end, when he was being crucified, the man on the right, he was convinced that Yahushua was the man of the Lord, the son of the Lord, because of his praying for the Israelites. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Now the power of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Yahushua HaMashiach. And us being a body, Yahushua being the head, he's coming for the body, and he's going to gather us together, like he says, as a bride unto the groom, him being the groom.
And I just read that written for a foretime. This was John 17 was written a foretime. So hey, that brought us hope. Just knowing Yahushua praying for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's it.
All right, so y'all got precepts. We're gonna wrap it up with you call got one? Go ahead, call.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8, for by grace ye are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of power. Yahweh.
Break it down.
So it's grace that but because we predestinated before time as the elect to receive that salvation.
Call hello, y'all about me also. We was all wondering what we was here for, man.
I know, right?
Well, what's the purpose? What's the whole purpose of this, man? And the Most High, he showed us. This is it. This is our purpose, man.
Bro, I used to play a lot of basketball, and when I played basketball, I remember it made me feel good. It gave me confidence, and I was always in my head. I'm like, what am I gonna do when I can't do this no more? You know, the Lord gave us this truth, man.
This is it, man. This is our true purpose.
Our lot, find our lot.
I know. I was like, bro, playing football. I'm like, damn, what am I supposed to do for the rest of my life? I know it's got to be, and this is it, man. This is it. So y'all grab y'all precepts, and then we'll just wrap it up on the Sirach too.
Right. Yeah, if I could just get a definition. In the verse I read where it said constellation, it says, now the power of patience and consolation grant you to be like-minded one toward another according to Hamashiach Yahushai. When you go into that consolation, it says the comfort received by a person after a loss or disappointment, which we lost because we're in slavery, but now we're getting brought back. It says a person or thing providing comfort to a person who has suffered. And that's what we're doing through these videos. This is charity, that we do this, trying to speak to each other and keep the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. It says In sports, a round or contest for tournament. And this is also a tournament, which is going to
What
reveal
word are you looking up, Ak?
consolation. It
Oh,
was in
okay.
This is what the Lord has given us with the word
Consolation.
consolation.
Huh.
He gave us all these things through the word. He gave us, he told us we went into slavery. He told us who we were, and now he's telling us what it's gonna be. So through all that comfort, we know who we are, but we know who we worship. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and the Lord can't. The Lord allowed nothing to separate us, because we're the bride and He's the groom. It tells you in our law that whatever the Lord joins, no one can take apart.
What?
So if you're an Israelite, you're gonna be good in the kingdom. But if you're an elect, you're an elect. No matter what, you're gonna
Different
be
level.
Yeah.
And that goes to that definition for first fruits. You see, being of a superior level or the same, you know what I'm saying, the same class or something like that.
Yeah. So
Aristocrats.
don't let your conscience condemn you. We have a greater
Yeah, bro.
than our conscience, which is the
Yeah,
mediator.
same come with it, bro. Same be throwing haymakers and shit. Go ahead. What you got?
I got the book of John, chapter 11 and verse 26. It's Lord Yahweh Shai. And he says, and whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this?
Yes, I do, Lord. Yes, I do.
Trancan.
I do. And that's what even if you have to perish from the flesh, you got another body waiting on you, man. So this ain't no such thing as an end all be all for the Israelites, man. Especially those who believe in Yahweh Shai. We never die. You see? Come on, we thinking crazy now. We would think about this when we was in the world, man. It being immortal. That was some shit you only seen on cartoons or movies and some shit. This is reality for the sons of the Most High, man.
When I was younger, I used to get sick trying to think of living forever. Growing up in the church, you hear these things of living forever. I used to get sick because I was like, I don't want to live forever. I want to die. Who the hell wants to live forever?
And that's because we were simple. We were simple. Now we know that's how it's supposed to be, especially for us. We the Alahim, I used to think the same thing too. Like, bro, who want to live? We got to die eventually. But that's because we ain't know no better.
We ain't trying to live forever in these bodies.
Nah.
We're gonna get a new body, eternal.
And not in this kingdom either.
Sometimes I feel I'm out the damn, just pass off with the damn body. Rag the shit.
Let me get this right here. This is Psalms 89, verse 3. I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David, my servant. Thy seed will I establish forever and build up the throne to all generations. Shalom.
That's
through the elect.
Jump down to 34.
And that's talking about King Yahweh Shai. He's that seed that's going to sit on David's throne forever. And we're going to be joint heirs with him in the kingdom. Lord willing, we be a part of that number because I'm ready. Let's get it.
So just jumping down to verse 34, it says, my covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Once I have sworn by my holiness that I will not lie unto David, his seed shall endure forever, and his throne as the sun before me, it shall be established forever as the moon, and as a faithful witness in heaven.
So we gotta stand up on these words, man, because everything the Most High said is gonna come to pass. Fuck these the naysayers, the doubters, the unbelievers, man. To hell with those, man. Like the scriptures tell you, let not that unbelief shake you, man.
God. I was just thinking of it, man. Just hearing that. Just King Halakia, King Koyal, King Yakal, King Shabai, King Anah,
big ass thrones,
King Amawan, Padah. You know what I'm saying? Like
thrones,
getting those crowns. Kings wear crowns, man.
For giving us the teachers and giving us this wisdom and understanding through the Holy Spirit.
200-pound crowns.
And everything has been set in place for us to get this understanding and to walk in faith, man.
Call Allah, Yahweh, sure.
Now, out there in Vegas, he had a dream. I don't know if you brothers saw that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
The chariots came in, and they were like mansions flying in the air.
Who had that?
Ratazar from Jimas Vegas.
I watched that.
I think I
Is
saw
it
it. I didn't
recent?
watch it
Yeah.
yet. No.
Oh, hell, you almost man.
Con, I'm gonna have to check it out too. All right, you brothers got anything over there? Tell
We're
y'all.
gonna wrap it up.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 2 and 17. They that fear Yahweh, or you know what, I didn't finish 16. They that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear Yahweh will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahweh and not into the hands of men, as for as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
The Most High is having great mercy upon us, man. For us to even know what we know and to be able to serve him, this is the Most High having mercy upon us because what? He's prepared to bring us into that expected end that he's promised, man. But we just got to keep moving in faith, you see, and know that the Most High is faithful and true, man. You see, he hasn't lied to us one time. Everything he's promised, he's gonna do it for us. But it's on us to do what? Keep the faith, man. You know, that's what we got to do. So Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect, man, because that's what we do it for. And we want to end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekah, Wadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully I came out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai has created us to do. That we're gonna say Shalom,
Wow.
Ba, Ba, Ba.
Wow.